Hi guys, welcome to Nayos 716. I'm Eric, and this is Guild Wars 2. Here to do a few convergences, get back to working on my legendary heavy Obsidian Armor. Um, just kind of working on it. I think this is where it's gonna be. Let me double check. How are you guys? How's your weekend? Happy Friday. I'm checking out the events. I don't know if I'll be staying up all 3 hours, but I'll certainly do what I can. Oh, it's been a very, very, very long week. Oh my goodness. I got tons of junk. Oh, hello, Cranberry Moja. It's a little late. It's always nice to see you. How's Mama Palooza? Mama Cranberry? I hope things are going well. I know whenever you have an extended, well, whenever anyone has an extended guest, it can always get a little weird, at least for the sake of throwing off your routine. I just got home from bailing her out of jail. What? What? What'd she do? Who'd she fight? Why would she do that to the person? How much was bail? Did they give her a warning? The party got pretty wild. You know, the Mamapalooza festivals are getting crazier and crazier every year. Every year. I'm pretty sure you are. I know you are. Because I'm pretty sure you're implied that there's a chance you're not kidding. Oh my goodness. How are you feeling? How has your 1 week festival been? We did get home pretty late from dinner and shopping. Oh, what was for dinner? Where did you guys go shopping? Or what did you guys go shopping for? Gals go shopping for. Yay! Public Convergences! Boop. We're back at this. I'm trying to get halfway to my legendary armor. Because I think this will help me get my third piece. We went to a Mexican restaurant. Ooh, that sounds exotic. Mom picked up some various groceries on the way home. Oh, that's cool. To cook at home, I assume. Not to just randomly feed pigeons? What did you eat at the Mexican restaurant? Michelle likes fajitas. Was it fajitas? Yeah, fajitas. There are some things she likes that don't get sold at her place, but are sold here. Oh, that's cool. So she picked up some stuff. That is very cool. You guys are exporting goods to her home. I think for me at Mexican restaurants, I usually either have carne asada steak or carnitas. Um, uh, I ordered the Nightwatch 716 enchilada. Michelle special.
Portal in as soon as we lost track of your astral fluctuation.
Yeah, lately I've been very much into
The
spiciness,
nearest waypoint
which
is
is
a
weird.
little out of range, so reviving will be a challenge. Luckily, Lowland talking a few tricks.
So we'll be skipping Sunday as our friend is getting married.
Here is going to be the essence that Evarks runs from. Bring that essence to me, and I'll do the rest.
So we're gonna be at a wedding on Sunday, which may dip into the time. If we get back earlier, I may just jump on stream. Um, no Sunday stream. Good to know. Yeah, the 80% chance of no Sunday stream. What, Michelle? I just figure we're gonna be home before 8 o'clock. You think I like to stay out? What time is their wedding at? I assume it's in the afternoon, right? PM? Okay, yeah, then yeah, we're not gonna. No Sunday stream. Their wedding's at 6 p.m. So, never mind. I was under the impression that it'll be like 2 p.m.
I bought a dress for 2 p.m.
Ah, yes, the 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. dresses are very different.
Yes.
Michelle purchased the dress for 2 p.m. She's lamenting the mistake. Remember, Eric, no shouting, I object when they ask if anyone objects. You know, I've always been tempted. Not because I particularly have anything against it. It's just, let's explore options, bro.
I don't think Steve will appreciate it.
Steve will remember that.
Yeah.
How's your new training for your new project? Today, I just wrapped up my contract. And so, as of right now, I am technically unemployed, bruh. Well, I mean, my temp agency is already looking for another job. I already did an interview yesterday for a possible permanent job. They're very happy with you. That's awesome. Monday, I got another interview for a possible short-term contract.
And I could throw that power back in their face. Collect enough, and I might even be able to cast some additional protections. Be careful though. Demonic essence.
But as of Monday morning, I'll be able to sleep in until 9:30, so I can get ready for my interview. Monday, I also go back to school. So I will be in college Monday night. And I won't be able to have dinner with Michelle. Very sad. But Cookie will be here. Are you getting? Is it very different from what you were previously doing for your other project? You know what that means, Michelle? Monday night, girls watch 716 streams. Yeah, because that would be fun. I would like it. I don't know if Michelle will do it. Sometimes it's a lot for Michelle. Which I'm a little surprised about because, you know, she's the extrovert. She's a lot more of an extrovert than I am. See, I have to forget that this is a socializing thing. I have to. That's how I do this. I just, you know, kind of just start talking and trick myself into people being here, you know? And then that works. Michelle wasn't alone. I was here when she did that. That's true. And I appreciate that a lot. Especially because I know the first part of her thing was her struggling with technical problems. I would love to see Michelle play games. Depends on what game, but yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if Michelle plays Sucker for Love. That was when she did Batman. You're absolutely right. And she enjoyed that. It was a rough start, but I enjoyed watching her. I tuned in when I could, and I watched the old movies, and then I saw it again when I was editing it. I thought it was cute. The Princess game was being stubborn on the broadcasting. Yeah, no, it definitely was. I'm glad we eventually got it working and we had her stream it. But I am also happy that she played Batman. It was nice seeing her approach. And a lot of times that's what I enjoy, is just seeing what her choices are and why. It was amusing to see that she went straight to the spicy route with Catwoman when I did not. I'm considering doing Rambo 3 after Mom leaves. That would be something. A lot of it is memorizing those maze maps. It takes time. I mean, I'm sure you could honestly do it, and I'd be happy to see it. I'd like to see the ending. That'd be cool. Also, on the Genesis, do you have Revenge of Shinobi? I'm just curious what the hell Spider-Man's doing in there. You don't have to, but if you're taking requests, I'd like to put that in there. Spider-Man is ejecting the warp core. That would be impressive. I think we confirmed that it was an arcade game. And I think in the arcade, we saw him fight Spider-Man, which was interesting. I don't know how they... What was our problem with that game, Michelle? Oh, we didn't... There was a jumping feature, right? We were having a tough time getting through it because we were just dying a lot. And I think it was the jumping. Bucket. Bucket's over there. Whew. But that would be cool, seeing you play through Rambo 3 if you want to. I know what the title of your second Rambo stream should be. Oh? The C button works? I see what you did there. That did change how we played. I mean, that first run through, when we only used A and B, that was tough. I mean, we were getting through it. We were getting very good at it. But that was just very difficult.
That's the stuff.
I mean, but we both gave it an honest shot. It was just very, very difficult. How's your are you still doing your wispy hour with your mom there, or is that being also on hold during this time? If you're still doing them, how are they going? If they're on Mondays, I may be able to watch this upcoming Mondays. At least until about 4:30, and then I have to go to school. Since I don't know where the class is and it's my first time over there, I should probably go a bit earlier to get used to it. Oof. Alright, let me get out of combat so I can go help out with these bosses. There we go. Whoops, not what I meant to do.
Strong. Kill them all.
My advantage there was that I was on a mini with an actual controller, and the first thing I did was each button is press each button to see what it does. You know, I just got so used to the Nintendo being only 2 buttons that I didn't think about it. That was my problem. I need to remember that the Genesis has 3 buttons. We tried Revenge of Shinobi and it went super bad. And then we tried Golden Axe and Michelle actually liked that one. Okay, how is one supposed to get up there? Ah, Wind Gust. Well, that one got taken down. Great. Just running around everywhere. One of my complaints with Resident Evil is it immediately throws a swarm of enemies at you and gives you no time to learn the controls. I died like 5 times trying to figure out how to move and run. Yeah, that's also my problem with some like fighting games, is they're very similar. They just throw you in the deep end. You don't really know what's going on. I do like tutorials. What's wrong, Michelle?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you talking about comic book?
Yeah.
I usually wait until it's fully released. Is it a graphic novel?
Feel the healing energies flow through your veins.
Ah. Did you read the first one? Okay. The Last Ronin is a
But I
great
know how much
comic
you
book.
want.
I try not to talk about it too much, aside from it's
How great it is.
it's a great story. I would highly recommend it. Especially if you're a fan of the Turtles comic book. I wouldn't really recommend it if you're a fan of the comics. If you're a fan of the cartoon. Because it'll kind of probably, maybe ruin your childhood. It's a very dark story. It's good design to start you off in a safe room to give you a chance to figure out how your character works. Yes, or like a tutorial. Definitely. The first Goomba doesn't appear until you move right away. Is that first screen you can push buttons and see what Mario can do. I completely agree. I think that's amazing. Or like in Undertale, where you literally have like a tutorial level with Toriel. You can walk around, you can press different buttons. Am I? Oh, I'm picking stuff up as I'm getting through. Yeah, I'm sure it's a comic book series that'll be collected into a graphic novel. It's just, I don't know. I should probably support them on a monthly basis and buy them as they come out. I just don't like waiting. So I just try to buy the collections whenever they're done. I mean, I felt the same way about like the New Gods comic book. I've heard nothing but good things about. I've heard a lot of good things about it, especially the writer Ram V and his approach. There is kind of an art to make into a tutorial. Like I despise it if a game has an overly invasive tutorial that over-explains the simplest of controls. I don't want the game to treat me like an idiot. Okay, no, you're right. It's a balance. I mean, I liked it in Deltarune where it's Ralsei talking to you and kind of demonstrating for you. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Kisses. Have a good night.
One of Edward's generals. Focus. We need to focus. I'll keep it vulnerable. You take
Name name 3 games that you think have the best tutorial instances, Cranberry, or anyone that you can think, and then 3 that you think have the worst. I'm trying to think of ones that I particularly... Guacamole? You like their tutorial? Okay.
Yeah, it's just simply press this and then you practice it and then you move on to the next.
I'm trying to think. There was one that was amazing. I just... No, Hollow Knight didn't... I mean, it gave you plenty of room to press buttons, but it didn't really walk you through them. But, I mean, I guess. It wasn't invasive for sure. Have a good night. Kisses. There's a whole video talking about how great the Mega Man X intro stage is at teaching you without making you feel insulted. Really? I don't think Michelle has played Mega Man X. Or any of the X series yet because we're not a Super Nintendo. I am looking forward to it though. That one and Star Fox. I'm looking forward to showing Michelle. Let me turn this down a little bit. How's the volume on this? Because if I think it's loud, let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. I remember I enjoyed the tutorial in Guild Wars 1. It was very, well, it was as extended as you wanted it to be. It was just, it was a swerve. Because you start off in this beautiful, like, Eden, and then it turns into like a post-apocalyptic world. And what I didn't realize is that the game started off as a post-apocalyptic type of world, and then they introduced the Eden as a tutorial and as a contrast to what it will be. And so that was added very late in the development. And I thought it was always going to be the case. In fact, I thought the whole game was just the Eden thing. Even Final Fantasy Legend 2, there's no formal tutorial. Well, Mr. S joins you to help you through the first cave. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Mr. S is essentially invincible and he can heal you, so you can learn the game by experimenting without risk of the enemies overwhelming you. Ah, no, that is pretty good. I like that. I am gonna die.
I make a pretty good champ.
Michelle's brother earlier ended up trying to map out the controls of this game to be in a game controller. I need you guys to get away from me, Jesus. Because they're just flagging everything. So in that game, the manual explains how the characters work, and you're expected to have that information. Ah, you're expected to read. You know, that's my mistake sometimes in tabletop games with my players, is that I expected them to read the, like, 2 to 3 page primer about the setting. And then when they just stare at me, I'm like, okay. I need to just introduce it in the dialogue. Kind of like the opening of Star Wars, just do rolling narrative, tell them what it is off the get-go, and assume that they're going to be half paying attention. I mean, it's always nice when they surprise me, like actually start quoting stuff from the setting. It is a pleasant surprise. It's like, you know, your cat wishing you good morning or good afternoon. You don't expect it, but when it happens, it's very nice. It's a nice surprise.
It's making its way to the center island. We can end this here and now.
Okay. It's funny that we started talking about tutorials. Um, I mean, even like The Walking Dead, the Telltale games have a little bit of a tutorial at the beginning. Usually in the first scenario that they put you in. Get away from me. But it does set the tone for the rest of the game. Or I feel it does. One of the worst was Romance Saga 3. The tutorial was downright insulting. Really? How so? I actually quit the game over it. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. What made it so bad? Yay!
But at least that's a few less of Edward's friends clawing at our heels. Let's head back home.
Good job, everybody. Ooh. All right. Let's check to see how many we got of what. Oh. There. What am I short on? 139, 45, 79. So I need more masterwork. Oh my goodness. And so the next one's in about an hour. So I've been exploring the maps to try to get the rest of the legendary taken care of. Oh, as I recall, it went into this long, unskippable explanation about the most obvious and basic controls, and then gave me an entire party of CPU control characters to fight the battles for me to show me how they worked. And it wasn't just one battle, it was an entire section. And I'm not such an idiot that I don't know how to press the A button to choose fight. I don't need the CPU to do all the controls for me. I just quit the game. I was so insulted by it. Aww. Yeah, that's a weird approach of, hey, watch me as I play, and then later you'll get a chance. If you're nice, you may get a chance. Enjoy this game that you paid money for. Oop, I'm going to grab another one of those. Let me sort through my inventory. Let me pick up my money. Yeah, I feel if they would have just done the same thing as in like Final Fantasy Legend 2 of just give you someone in your party to help out. Like, I think that would have been enough. As far different, yeah. See, that's far different from Mistress helping your team. You still control his commands, even if he makes battles virtually impossible to lose. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that approach, I think, is a good idea. It should have just gone with that.
That looks valuable.
Ooh, ooh. Do you think games have gotten better over time or worse in terms of um, tutorials and starting games off on a good foot? because I'd like to think they got better, but I'm not really sure. Like I wouldn't bet on it. Not only that, Romance Saga 3 automatically refills your HP to full after each fight, which I also felt it was really babying me with that. I'm not so stupid. I don't know how to cast a cure spell. Yeah, I think that sounds like they overcorrected. I wonder if they had complaints about their previous games being difficult, and maybe that's why they were doing that. It's just strange. It's a strange decision. Okay, I think that's all there. Oh, the how are we doing on the crafting? So I'm trying to work on this last one over here so that I can meld these four into one. Put that one over there. Mold these into one, and then boop, I'm halfway through this piece of armor. I wonder if I got any of those. Okay, well, totems, all but that. Wow, I got a lot more. I don't know if you can hear Cookie in the background, but he is telling Michelle what for. I am glad he's starting to feel comfortable enough to go into a routine. He's feeling comfortable with us that he's not running afraid from us most of the time. I think he'll be thrilled that I'll be home for a bit. Dang, I wasn't paying attention. So all of them. All right, and all of them. I could use all of them over here. This is gonna take a bit. I need 100 of these. I need 250 of these. I need 50 and 50 of those. Can I create any of these? I don't think so. Ah, I'm 20 short of those. Though I have a pretty good amount of these. I'm gonna need a lot of those. I need 12 total of these, so I need 8 more. Uh, wow. I don't know what to do to kill an hour. I mean, I got that map at 100%. I got that map 100%. That map at 100%. Uh, I mean, maybe just go over here and do stuff, right? 100, 100, 100. I mean, I guess just go over here. Oof. Well, they announced uh, the release date for Silk Song, Hollow Knight 2 Silk Song, which is amazing. I actually don't usually, I'm not usually overly excited about things Um, but I'm actually excited about that game. I know I'm excited about the game because my knee-jerk reaction is not to be excited about that game. So by the process that I'm trying to resist that, I'm realizing that I am, I am very interested in it. I really enjoyed Hollow Knight, and I hope the story continues. It looks gorgeous. The music looks amazing. It sounds amazing. It looks challenging. But like I told Michelle, I don't normally try to pay full price anymore for many games, but I may end up paying full price for that one. Comes out September 4th, I believe, September 2nd. Like in 2 weeks. Very surprising. I have a confession to make. Oh no. I dozed off and fell asleep during the last half of Sunday's stream. Oh. Okay. I guess I was more tired than I realized. Hey, no worries. That's completely fine. I believe you just missed out on Deltarune. And if you really wanted to, the VOD is still there. It was fun. I am enjoying Deltarune a lot. A lot of it is trying to figure out what's going on. And for me, like, character study. Like, how do you write a character? Like, what are they doing here? Just because I like the way he writes his, not only his main characters, not only the supporting characters, but also the bad guys. And no worries, I understand. Michelle also falls asleep sometimes. Heck, I fall asleep sometimes. I've been having struggles on these Friday night streams. I'm just not used to staying up that late anymore. So I completely get it. And I'm the one hosting. I'm the one playing. I'm the one falling asleep. That's not good. So I understand. It is always a nice surprise to have you on here, and Michelle obviously really appreciate you. We keep joking with our little stuffed mushroom over here that Cookie loves to fight again or play with. Support Cranberry! Yeah, I'm already starting. I love how a comment I made in passing has become a theme. Well, we enjoyed it. And I mean, we always talked about how we wanted to support you or repay your kindness however we could. Ugh, too early.
I'm an attestant when my guard's up. Think strategically. And on a task don't always last. So get creative. Adrenaline.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, how is your car thing? Is your car working out okay? Everything fine with it?
Need to get my breath after that.
I know it took you a bit
Ready for you.
to get it taken care of.
Dare pull your punches. Woo. Need to get my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches. Woo. Need to get my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
Boop. Boop.
Woo. Need to get my breath after that.
Too early. 10 seconds until the next event, bruh. I guess we're just gonna keep fighting over here. Um, I, I'm always on the lookout to see if so the games that we really enjoyed. I try to remember or look up who their developers are, and then I try to keep an eye out for when their next games are going to be coming out. For example, the people that made Guacamelee, Laurelland and Laser Eyes is another one. Hollow Knight is the third one, which is why Silk Song is such a great idea. I guess in general, there's not a lot of options for that, since none of my channels are post or monetized. Right. The closest I have is the Poggers thing, though I've never actually sold any other than the ones I bought myself. Right. But, like, we were happy to help you out, and we continue whenever we can. That's why, like, rewarding you with a subscription over here was thrilling because, it's, like, again, it's our way of showing you that we appreciate you, especially since you do so much. I mean, we tell you with as many words as we can. Hey, we appreciate you, but it always helps us feel better when we can show it. Oh yeah, I appreciate to everyone that helped when I had the grappling hook photos up. Definitely. And for your birthday, I was happy to get you something. It's just, once in a while, we help where we can. And if that's just another way to show you that we care is by just supporting Cranberry, then, I mean, heck, we'll do that from time to time. That and your chicken purse. It's very iconic. CC's, bros. CC's. I don't think that worked out. You're going to have a bad time if we don't break his Defiance bar. I only even said that because the red mushroom happened to be on the screen at the time. But it stuck. Yeah, no, I think it's cute. And that was during Toho, I think, right? That was also a very good game. Yeah, Toho New World, yeah. I do have Scarlet Curiosity. I'll see what I can make time for that one as well. Maybe now that like I have some time off. The red ghost mushrooms are a semi-common enemy. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I was too close and this guy's targeting me too much. Oh, jeez. Well, at the very least, thank you, Cranberry, for sticking around. It's always nice to have someone else over here, and you give great insight and feedback, and sometimes remind us that there's a third button on a Genesis controller. But it's been nice. I appreciate it. That's why I also like watching your streams, because I like paying it forward. I've been told by several that I should sell photos, but I've always insisted they're free to all. I think they're very well done. I mean, you could sell them if you wanted to. I mean, and many times, like, that's what it inspires both me and Michelle to go, like, hiking, go exploring. I mean, it's a running joke for us whenever, like, we're going through a museum or, like, a city, and I'm like, hey, check it out, hiking. Funny enough, I think, like, if we were to identify the top 3 things that remind us of Cranberry, our number one obviously would be red mushroom. for me, my number 2 would be your chicken purse, and number 3 would be your grappling hook. Which is funny because that usually tends to be your iconic item. That's why I do it. I want to share nature with those that can't see it themselves, or encourage others to experience it themselves. I've never been in it for the money. Right, and I can relate. Like, we've never been into this streaming thing for the money. I've never been into, like, our photos for the money. It's just sharing what we do with people that we're not always in communications with. So that way, in a way, we kind of are sharing part of our lives. And kind of staying in touch, you know? But I mean, like, video games for me were meant as, like, a mandatory timeout, mandatory recess time, because I wasn't really taking it for myself. Um, I just, I was too distracted. There was too much to do. And so I realized I was starting to burn out. And so I think that way I was like, you know what? If I force myself to do this, it'll give me a bit to kind of unwind. And even though my unwind is still very methodical and I'm still overthinking things, at least I'm overthinking things in a fictional aspect. So, like, the stress is really reduced. Usually the stress is very reduced. Sometimes the game causes stress, apparently. Not this game usually, but other games that we've played. And then, like, I had the idea of bringing Michelle into it. And I thought that would be a great idea. It would be kind of like our own way to keep dates. To still, you know, and be in each other's company. And have a chance to share. And maybe also see a different point of view. Like, there was a lot of thinking going behind it. But I'm glad that we did it, and I'm glad we're still doing it. And a chance for Michelle to scold you for your telltale choices. Yes. Well, because I don't want us to change for each other. Um, Not in a way that it changes who we are. Like, yes, I would love to always help Michelle and myself grow, to improve, to, like, be, I don't know, I don't want to say better, but to expand what we're doing, expand what we know, to continually improve as a human being, I guess. I think that's something that I value a lot. And having a chance to do that by forcing you to be someone else's cheerleader for a moment, I think is a very important thing. And it also helps me kind of get out of my own head sometimes and remember I do have someone that I care about. I do have, I should consider her, her feelings, her thoughts, and that she is an individual. She has her own approach. And most times, it's not that it's wrong, it's just that it's a different approach. And trying to be open for that, I think, is difficult. But I think most of all, trying to be supportive of Michelle. Because I know too often in her life, she's just been told, no, 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 or corrected by a lot of people, or just ignored. And I don't think that's a great feeling to be in. And I mean, if I care about her, which I do, I should try to help her have a more positive experience. And I also think it's important to kind of improve on your patience. And sometimes it helps me remember that, to remember we're on the same team. And try not to be too pissy at Michelle. because I don't think it helps her. But I mean, all in all, I've enjoyed the games that we've played so far for the most part. I mean, some of them have been outstanding. Not necessarily like, oh my god, like we did awesome reviews. No, I'm not talking about like our approach. I'm talking about my feelings of playing the game. Like I really enjoyed Guacamelee specifically for the chance that it gave us an opportunity to play a co-op game together in a way that was different, and that was a lot of fun. And it also helped kind of showcase some of Michelle's strengths. She's very good at puzzle solving. Aw. Guacamelee was one of your best stream series. Aw. Well, I enjoyed the game. The other game that kind of caught me by surprise was Lowland Laser Eyes. It was a very brainy game. And I'd never seen a game really push me that much intellectually. In that I really had to study, not only intellectually, but also like from an artsy perspective. I enjoy art and art history and culture, and that really pushed my limits in what I knew, and I like that, I guess. I may be a little biased here, but I did like the Toho series, and seeing both of you improve as you practiced. That was cool. I loved the bullet hell because I hadn't played that in a long time. I think the last time I did that, something like that, was in the arcades, or like a space shooter. But I'm pretty sure Michelle had not done that in a while, if ever. And so I liked seeing her get through it because it was challenging. And you started liking the characters in the world more than I expected you would. I am very open minded. I try to be very open minded. I love good writing. Usually, regardless of the genre, I really like good writing, and I think that those characters were very well written. And the more I looked into the world, the more I realized that a lot of people care about it, and that is super awesome. You know what? Let's spend some time in the new-ish map over here. Um, and I liked that people were passionate about it. It gave me the same impression of like Hello Kitty. There's a whole community of people that enjoy it as well, and like that fascinates me that people are into that. And it also helped me kind of like think about what people like about it. Why do they like it? I don't know what I'm doing. Neener, neener, neener. Well, that didn't work out. Or did it? Nope, didn't work out. But I mean, eyes getting heavy, breath slowing down, need vision blurring. No worries. If you need to go to bed, by all means. I understand you. It is late for you. I think you and Michelle had the same bedtime. So I completely understand. I this used to be my bed. Well, 12:30 used to be my bedtime, or 1 o'clock. So I completely understand. And like I said, I already appreciate you for being here. Also, you have a guest. I don't know about you, but for me, having guests over actually make me more tired. And it could just be psychosomatic, emotional, like feeling drained, and then you feel physically drained as well. Of course, go get some rest. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Michelle will be out on Girls' Day tomorrow. so she will not be able to make it. But I'll be here. Yeah, so much has changed this year. Well, I mean, but hang in there. I think all in all, hopefully, it's been it's been positive growth. I hope. Mom coming over more. Living by myself with a boyfriend now in California again. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Long distance relationships are very difficult. I did that. I tried that a few times, maybe like two or three, and it didn't work out. It was just too difficult for me. So I completely understand. I hope things are going okay over there. Aside from the relationship thing, I'm sure also having to rebuild, losing all that, and seeing your family in pain. I think that's also tough for him. Empty bottle, let me go catch lightning. I'm glad for the most part you're still hanging in there. I'm glad things are still kind of working out. I'm glad you're still innovating. Your wispy times are amazing. Yeah, I'm not going to make that. Okay, I'll make this one. Event failed.
I'm sure the stores will start again.
I will likely probably only do one more convergence and then probably call it a night as well. I can feel myself getting tired.
For this survey, we want to capture samples
Craft
of the wild
bows.
so we can study the effects of the mistburn.
Yeah, Wispy Arrow was made for Wispy and Leela, who are both having a rough summer. It's been successful that they have appreciated time. Are you still doing them while your mom is here, or have you put them on hiatus? Okay. It's been skipped this Monday, not because of my mom, but because Wispy's on vacation. I see. That's too bad, because I'd actually be available this Monday. Um, at least for a bit. I expect it to return the following week. Got it. Well, that's cool. Okay, to bed I go. All right, well, have a good night, Cranberry. Mojasumi. I hope you have sweet dreams, and I hope you feel better. May you dream of a lot of chickens. Mojasumi. All right, so
Oh, another thing. I heard you were looking for older stock writings. There might be some fragments around here.
I do like these little mini games. I think they're interesting and a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of fun, but they're kind of fun. I guess I would like to see more of these, at least for the hearts. I think it could add. There's more obsidian up here. Ah, I see it. Ah. Michelle was asking if I was gonna stream the new specializations, and I would, but ooh, interesting. I didn't realize I was casually working on the legendary back item, or the new one that's been made. I'm trying to pay attention to the time, so that way I make it back with enough time to finish it up. Because I'd like to at least do 2 convergences a night. If anything, at least on Friday night, because I'm not usually playing this throughout the week. Well, I mean, maybe I'll play more now. Oh, what is that? Titan Heatstone Cluster. Cute, but I don't think they should create a new currency every single time for every single map. I also don't use pop-ups all the time. In many ways, this reminds me of Alona. Oh my goodness. I am trying to find a passageway to the Northlands. And I don't see anything. I think I found an entrance. I'm trying to go to that spot over here that shows that there's an achievement or something. I think I've done this before, and I think it was something that I couldn't get to, or that there was nothing I could do about it. Is this it? The White Mental Prayer? See, I feel like this is not it. It feels like there's an illusion over here. Because I don't see it anymore. Yep, it's gone now. Oh well. It's a lot of screaming outside. I'm surprised no one else is. I mean, maybe the neighbors are already calling security for it, I guess. People have a people here have a very low tolerance for stuff like that. You gotta keep it down, I guess. I don't mind too much for the most part. It just really depends.
Alchemy.
So many a perilous soul we have, but nothing compares to that.
What in the blazes happened to you two?
There are pockets of concentrated mist energy all over the isle, resulting in these magnificent isolated wind tunnels.
Except the journey came soaring they do.
All right. So once I pick it up, it shows me where to put them down. Grab the next one and then put them down. Interesting. The North Field survey starts now. 10:34. All right, like around 10:50, I'll move on to the next map. That way, I got plenty of time.
And I wouldn't be adverse to you.
Like, this isn't too bad. Like, if I was more of an outside person that loved the wilderness and such, I think I would really enjoy this game a lot more. Or this expansion a lot more, I guess. It is very nice. It doesn't feel like they're reusing textures, even if they probably are. Oh, are people already fighting these? And boop. I don't know how much this health rate we're giving it back. Max is at 200? Okay. I'm glad I can throw it from a good distance. Because walking up close is a pain in the butt. Man, it's still... Is it losing energy over time? Or just I'm not adding very much? I'm glad there's more people here. So close. There you go.
When I touched its mind,
Yay!
maybe the source of the agony. I'm not sure. I'll hit up the next side of the valley and keep the construct energized. You go right. Wayfinder. Collecting any concentrated energy you find.
How are we doing here?
There's an abundance
I may not make it to 11, guys. I'm trying to stay up, but my eyes are feeling very heavy. I haven't gotten into my like long blinks yet, but I feel that's coming. Well, right now it's about 10:40 p.m. I've been up since about 6 in the morning. So it's been a bit. One of the things I like is doing this. Boing, boing, boing. That is cute. Oh, I gotta throw it at him. That's how we heal him. Oh shit! Yep, insta death. Bleh. That's what happens when you get too close. Boo. Alright, as much as I wish, as I would like to go into the next Convergence, I don't think I'm going to make it. I feel myself fading very quickly, and I'm trying to hang in there. My ideal goal is to try to make 2 Convergences at least. One at 9:30, one at 11. If I could make it all the way to 12:30 for the 3rd Convergence, dude, awesome. But struggle's real, guys. Struggle's real. I am glad we're making progress. And we're getting there. We're getting there. I did see that there's some stuff I could buy from her. Let me do this. That is what I was looking at. Purchase from unusual coin vendors. Mystic Forge vendor. Gift of Darkness. Gift of Darkness. Where is the Gift of Darkness?
Until we meet again.
Yes. No. Let's do this. Onyx. Nope. Okay. Is it this? Gift of Shadows. Purchase the recipe for this item from any Mystic Forge vendor and reach an armorsmith rating of 400 to craft. I think I already have it, so Gift of Darkness. Yeah, I do have it. I need 100 of them. Oof, I'm at 38. I mean, I'll kind of casually make my way through it. I'm not looking to build it right now, but if I can casually work on it. I'll put stuff away, I'll get things ready, and then we'll see how I feel. Like I said, I'm already crashing, so I may not be able to make it, but you never know. I may just get reinvigorated. 76. Crafting all my stuff. Well, I mean, as best I can get, I guess. There's a lot of stuff you can make. Uh, cute. It's too bad because I think 13 minutes is all I got before the next convergence. It's just, I keep telling myself, maybe, but I'm really leaning towards no. Oh well. We'll try again next week and see how it goes. Um, I am curious about the specializations, so I may try those this weekend and see how they are. All right, let's do this. Boop, boop. Alright, and then I guess move this towards legendary stuff. I guess, and then just sell those four. Pardon me, I would like to sell. Boop. Alright. I know we're barely doing dailies and weeklies. I got 2 dailies done, 2 out of 6. Yeah, I would like to do this, but I don't think it's going to work out. 173, I don't know if there's anything else here that I was really looking to get into. So I think I'll try one of these. Just because it's nice to unlock these additional skins. All right. Well, you guys made it this far. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know we had a weird talk about tutorials. Do you guys have any recommendations about like tutorials that you liked or ones that you didn't like specifically? I'd love to hear about them. Let me know in the comments below. So if you're on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you're on Twitch and you're watching this as Yvonne, hey, check out our schedule. See if there's some game you might like. We're playing a variety of games, and maybe there'll be something there. Give us a follow so that way you're notified the next time we go online. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. Enjoy your weekend.